Hi Aquarius, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your 2025 psychic prediction. We are going to do a general prediction, what's coming your way, love, life, career, finances, anything Spirit wants to share with me. Welcome everybody. This is for my Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers always welcome. But let's see what Spirit has for you in the cards today. What's coming into you, your energy heading into 2025. What does Spirit have and what does Spirit want you to know? So Spirit, I ask that you guide whoever has found these messages today. I am listening for you now. I have courage. Okay. How about a courage to try something new? The courage to, they're saying stand above is how they just said it. Stand above. Maybe you take the high ground, something like that, in a situation that presents itself. So something along those lines. I have trust. That's coming into me as your calling. Okay. Are you being called to do something and you are hesitant because you almost don't trust yourself, or you're not sure if it's what you're supposed to be doing, or you don't know if you're going to be good at it or successful at it. You don't want to give up what you have, Spirit just said. So are you being asked to do something you feel like in your heart and your soul? So they're saying, trust what you're feeling and trust this feeling of almost the sense of the unknown and then taking action. So you may be taking a leap of faith. I mean, it's definitely out of your comfort zone, they're saying. It's something that it feels intense. I have a marriage. Okay. I think it's more personal. The first part was more personal, but maybe you have a connection that has opened you up or awakened you to your purpose, your calling, where you want to put your energy. What's the most important thing in your life right now is how it just came into me. But I just felt this almost like a 180, a realization. Sometimes something happens in our lifetime. It could be meeting a person. It could be, sometimes it's a death. Sometimes it's a tragedy, a car accident. I almost got killed. You hear these stories about people who die and come back to life, and they have these amazing stories. But I felt like this 180 turn of events that is happening in your life, that it makes you realize what is most important to you. Okay. And I think that if you were to ask anybody, they would say my family, my kids, of course. But I feel like it's a wake-up call, and that you are saying, I'm not going to hold back anymore. I'm not going to wait any longer. I'm not going to put this area of my life on hold any longer. So it's almost like a 180 is how I feel. So let's keep going with that for a second. So whatever this is, it feels like I'm inspired, I'm driven, I'm taking action, all of those kinds of feelings, which Aquarius are really, really good at. You're really good at coming up with that incredible idea and then just pushing forward and achieving it. So you could be entering into a new phase of your life that could be very important to you. Could be very important to you. Ace of Pentacles could be connected to money as well. A bright idea. How about that? My mother used to always say, it's the person with the ideas that make all the money, and it's true. People who invent things, people who start things that, that didn't exist before. The person with the idea. Star power. What is going on with you? You've got something brewing. You have something that you want to do, or something that's going to come into you that you say, I'm going to just take this ball and run with it. I don't care what anybody else thinks. Nothing is holding me back. Little bit of a ego-driven energy also, but I feel like it's okay because you see it so clearly. Maybe other people don't see it as clearly as you, and then there'll be a day where you'll say, "Well, see what happened? I told you I could do it." And maybe we are achieving some kind of an amazing goal. I have a Chariot. You're charging ahead with something, okay? Whether it's a calling, a purpose, you have opened up, or you are going to have this turning point this year that you realize what is the most important thing to you, and you are moving forward with that, okay? Like, this is what is making me happy, or this is what I really want to be doing. They're saying no holding back, no holding back. 10 of Cups. It's on. They're saying it was almost a fountain of youth energy for a second there. It makes you feel young again. I don't know how old you are. You could be any age, but it was a fountain of youth. It looked like a fountain to me. It came in as if I was in Rome or Italy, you know, as in Italy at a big fountain, you know, with all these kind of waterfall-y things going on. And then it came in as this fountain of youth. And so there could be something going on in your life that makes you feel alive again. Could be a person, could be your sensuality, could be I am young, I'm still sexy, I'm still, a lot of people are attracted to me. I feel attractive to myself. It could be they're saying you earned this. So you could be have been working out, you could have lost weight, you could be in better shape. So there's a sense of self around you also with that happiness. So self-improvement, I would say it that way. I have a 5 of Cups. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a 4 of Pentacles. And I have an 8 of Cups. It came into me as someone in particular has disappointed you in the past. And it was more of a feeling of, I've made up my mind. I've made up my mind. You could have already done this. I've moved on. I'm in a better place. I'm not going to hold back anymore. I'm not going to struggle. It's just an acceptance energy to me of, I'm just going to keep focusing on certainly a new year, because I feel that you're looking at the new year as this is a turning point year for me. I can put whatever happened last year behind me. I can, you know, start all over again. I can create something new for myself. So there's this whole feeling of getting rid of some bad feelings or some energy around a certain person. And I think that that's probably healthy, that it is a new year and I don't have to carry that baggage with me into the new year for sure. I have a 7 of Wands. I have a 5 of Pentacles. I have an Empress. And I have a World. So I feel the battle. I do feel the hard times. It is coming into me around illness. Okay. It could be, I just haven't been feeling like myself. I have been, my body has been sore. I have fibromyalgia. I have autoimmune disease. I have something that I can't control, but I'm taking better care of myself. And I feel like, you know, I've been feeling better. Like I said, that kind of, I feel healthier for some reason. So maybe, I don't want to say cure, but maybe I'm feeling healthier. Okay. For maybe something has healed or has been healing, and you're definitely going to feel healthier this year. Maybe last year you were hit with something that was really hard, and it was a struggle, but you didn't give up. And then that Empress is always that feeling of, I'm going to continue to love myself first and put myself first. Of course, I like the World because I do feel this overall wake up call. I do feel this overall bright idea. 2 of Wands at the bottom of my deck and a Queen of Cups. You know, it sounds simple, but it could be just something that you've made up your mind, that you made up your mind that you're going to be happy no matter what. and you've figured out what's going to make you happy. With or without somebody, you have figured out, and this is the year you're going to do it. Like, you're either tired of thinking about somebody who's disappointed you, you are tired on relying on other people to make you happy, you are okay being within yourself or with yourself. And quite frankly, there's a lot of people that, you know, bother you or annoy you and you don't need them in your life. You're like, that person is just like, ugh, you know? So this is the year you make yourself happy also. So that's important. Okay. I mean, if you're happy already, then you'll make yourself even happier, but you've made up your mind. You've made up your mind once and for all that, like, this is it. This is what I'm doing. I have a window. A new adventure in love is coming. Get ready. You're ready. You are absolutely ready. For those of you that are single, that could be what I'm feeling. It's just this incredible sense of, I believe in myself and I love myself and I'm not going to settle. So it could be all of those things. And then this turning point. It could be just new love is right around the corner. So for those of you that are single, it could really just be a new relationship that I'm feeling as well. But all is good as far as I just feel better all the way around. I have sparks. Keep the sparks flying. Surprise each other with gestures of love. I like the sparks, and I also like this feeling alive and this fountain of youth that they shared with me a moment ago. That something is making you feel alive. And sometimes it's something that we do for ourselves, that we're learning or we're growing. You start to exercise every day and you start to realize that after 2 or 3 months, you've changed a whole clothes size. You're buying new clothes. You're more toned. You, instead of, you know, huffing and puffing up a flight of stairs, you're running up a flight of stairs and you're like, oh my God, you look back and you're like, I didn't even feel that, because you're in better shape. So there is something about this energy around you that's yours. I guess I want to say it that way. And just putting this time and effort into, I'm going to say everywhere, mind, body, soul. You know, I'm just working on myself and I'm putting energy into all areas of my life. And collectively, I feel like I'm just in a better place. I have avoid rushing to fill voids and seek inner fulfillment first. I feel like that could be something that you have struggled with, that you could, when you feel lonely or sad, you may eat out of habit. You may drink out of habit. You may smoke out of habit, shop. And it's filling a void. It's filling a negative, you know, energy that you want to make yourself feel better. But I think that what you're doing right now is you're saying, I can feel better without those things. And I've found some solutions, and they're a healthier way to go about your life. And you feel better about that, even just the choice that you made. So do people change? You know, yeah, you could change your behaviors. You can change your patterns. You can change your lifestyle. So this could be a year of change, and that this is the year you do change. And there are significant years that, you know, people make big changes in their life. And I feel like this is a year that you've made up your mind, whatever that is. What are you going to do? I have settling. Avoid settling than you deserve. I do. I want to go back to that 5 of Cups, that feeling of somebody just keeps disappointing you. I'm just so over it. I feel like I'm settling if I stay, or I keep thinking about this person. I'm no longer going to allow this person to be on my mind, because they're taking up way too much mind space, and I deserve to put that energy into myself. You know, like, that's how I feel. Like, you're recapturing your time and your energy and your mind, instead of letting somebody else hold it hostage. And I have a 6 of Wands. Look at you, success of some kind. A 7 of Cups. I have an Ace of Cups. Some of you have some new love. You have some new feelings coming in. It's after a period of waiting. It's after a period of, I guess, choosing, kind of getting through the ones that you don't want or people that aren't going to work out, talking to different people. But it is a feeling of after the wait. It is a feeling, it comes forward after a feeling of I had to start over. A consistent feeling throughout this reading of I'm moving on. Okay. For any of you, it's I'm moving on from something that no longer serves me. I'm done. Okay. Whether it's relationships, it could be I'm no longer, like I said, habits. I'm going to give up smoking this year. You know, like this is the year that the New Year's resolution sticks, you know, something like that. It's the year that you decide that I'm going to do this. And it's the year that it's a major change and it works. It works. They just said you're not prepared for this. So I want to grab that because that's interesting. It could be a surprise, you know, that you're really not prepared for this. Like you woke up on January 1st and you weren't expecting this to come into your life. So I have a Lover's card. You weren't expecting this to come into your life. You've got a big change. You've got a commitment, or you've got, I'm falling in love with somebody. I'm realizing that the most important thing in my life is my person. I don't want to take that for granted anymore. I want to put all my effort into that person, make them feel like they're the most important thing in my life. I want our relationship to be better. But this is gorgeous because they just said, you're not prepared. You won't be prepared for this. And so almost like it comes in as an unexpected surprise, but it's a really good surprise, right? It would be a blessing. It would be the time is right, or I wasn't expecting this. Bottom of the deck, I have Temperance. I'm going to say that when you feel at peace and you feel like you're in a good place and you've done a lot of healing and you feel better about yourself, you feel healthier, they said, that there's the sense of that door opening. Okay. So maybe we have some healing to do, or we just want to quiet our mind more. We want to get somebody out of our mind, like I said, out of our mind space, and allow this kind of unexpected connection to come in, which would be beautiful. Spirit, please share with me. What do you want us to be thinking of this year? What do you have for us? I have a precious gem. Polish your diamond. Now I'm just getting diamond out of that. But it's coming into me as first of all, you are a gem. But secondly, that bright idea I had a moment ago where you've got something that you really want to run with, that you really, nothing's going to hold you back. You are really excited about it and you don't care what anybody else thinks. You're just going to go for it. It could be starting a business. It could be changing jobs. It could be I'm going to go back to school, but it's a feeling of a diamond in the rough. Okay. That I know I'm a diamond. I know that I'm precious. I know that I'm amazing. I'm just going to polish these things up just a little bit. And the more I polish it, the more I shine and the brighter my light is. So think of yourself as just this beautiful gem that's kind of, I guess the more that we polish it, the more that we grow, the more we learn, and the shinier light that you become, in a sense. So something about your that idea is going to grow. There's something going on with you. I have maturing, growing affluence, growing power, gaining more authority, people looking up to you. Okay. They're saying that you're very smart. Okay, I get that. But it was almost this sense of they want to give you the responsibility. Okay, it was a sense of this is there's something about your calling, your purpose, but it was a feeling of, we're going to give you this responsibility because we know you can handle it. We know that you're going to do a great job with it. We know that you are going to lead others, something like that. So for some of you in your work, it could be going to the next level, a management boss, managing others, the next position. That's would be how I'm feeling it. Definitely a sense of strength, Spirit just said. Ascending, floating to the top, pay raise, a promotion, more responsibility. There is a feeling of you can handle it. So if you're thinking that, geez, I'd like to go to the next level, this is what it would take. Should I do it? Shouldn't I do it? Could I handle it? Couldn't I? Yes, they're saying you can handle it. You can do it. You have the responsibility, and somebody wants to give you that responsibility. So some of you may be climbing the corporate ladder, so to speak, this year, if that's something you're trying to achieve. And I have dimensions, exploring different worlds. Oh, I like this also because it's coming into me as you're not any one thing. It's not you're not just an accountant. You could be an accountant, a mother, a sister. You could be the head of the PTA, we carry many hats, right? Many hats. But they're also saying they want you to add your spiritual work to that and have that be part of how you describe yourself. So for those of you that are feeling called with an awakening or a light worker, they're asking you to put that in the mix of who are you? I'm a light worker. I work on growing my spirituality. I'm trying to help others. I'm learning new things. I'm expanding, whatever it is that you're working on. But it was a feeling of you're not any one thing. You're very dimensional, and they want you to see yourself that way. Okay. You don't describe yourself as this is who I am, because that's only one part of you. They need you to see like all the different hats that you wear and that you're good at really all of them. So I think sometimes we forget that we're a really good sister, or we're a really good daughter, we're a really good son. So you got to kind of look at, who are you to other people as well, not just how you see your identity. I have many choices. You have options, even if you don't see them. I like that in the sense that you have these ideas flowing into you all the time. And I also like this feeling that Spirit's saying you're doing this 180 where you decide, my hands just tingled too, where you decide that this is the year, this is the year I'm making the change. What did they say? A year of change. Okay. So it could take you a whole year. It could take you, into next year that, you're seeing the results, but it's such a significant year that you may look back at it and say, well, that was the year that I took action. That was the year I pulled the trigger in something. I have money matters. Money matters a lot to you right now. So it could be connected to money. It could be connected to savings, paying off debt. It could be cutting up your credit cards, they just said, for some of you. Maybe I'm going to pay off a credit card and cut it up. Maybe that's something I've been wanting to do. They're saying buying a home. Okay. So this is the year I buy a home. This is the year I start a business. So it's connecting to money. It's something that you are striving for. So to have more financial security or to create a lifestyle that you want. But that money being it's not your most important thing, but it's probably connected to this. I have these ideas of what I can do. Nothing's going to hold me back. I got to tell you, if you follow your passion, you do what you love, the money follows. We all know that. So finding your passion and your calling is oftentimes the key to not only your success in life, but your happiness in life as well. So maybe something's coming into you that you're realizing that I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I have magic. Aw, you have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. you have the power. Okay. So sometimes we don't think we have the power. We feel, I don't want to say powerless, but we get intimidated by how hard it is to start something new. We get overwhelmed by a goal because it seems so huge. Like, how do I get there? And you break it into little pieces and you go one step at a time. You don't think I'm going to go from here to that goal. That goal takes a lot of stages. So you have to just be smart in planning is really, but you're a good planner. You're really strong, Aquarius. So you're really good at those things. So use that skill. That's like an innate skill that you guys have. So plan that work and, think clearly and kind of use that strength of yours to achieve this magic. They're saying you have the power now. Maybe last year you didn't feel it. Maybe last year you weren't in a good place. You didn't have the energy. You didn't have the motivation. But this year you do. And something happens this year that turns around. It's a turnaround energy. Something gets better. Something shifts. The future. There's a big crystal ball. Plan for the future while living in the present. You are always supported. Use your psychic abilities to bring you prosperity. Okay. Use your spiritual skills. Use your intuition. Okay. Tap into that. You're very empathic and it helps you in your work. It helps you in your relationships. But, tap into that, be very much aware of it and use it. Absolutely. But look into that crystal ball. I feel like there is sometimes it could be just a stage in your life too, like a world card where I'm just entering into another phase. And this is like the beginning of a new phase, okay? That you are transitioning in a period of your life, whether it's an age, you're an empty nester now, or you're heading into a new marriage with young children, or, like you're going into the next phase of your life. And phases last, I don't know, different timelines, but I would say maybe 5-7 years, something like that, that we focus on kind of a concentrated phase of our life, and we can kind of chunk them together when we look back. But we're going into a new phase, and the phase feels that for the first time in your life, you're doing something that you want to be doing. And I think that that's really important to remember. So keep that in mind, that whatever is coming your way, it's something that makes you tremendously happy. And it's almost as if I'm not going to settle for anything less than my own happiness in any area of my life. Like a full-time job, making yourself happy. I want to feel better. I want to look better. I know I'm amazing. Like it's just like you constantly are telling yourself that you have so much value and you have so much to offer somebody. I have a 2 of Pentacles. I have a 6 of Pentacles. That's coming into me as financial choices, okay? That it's very much a feeling of taking care of business or keeping things in order, getting things in order. Maybe there's something that's going to cross your path that's pretty big that you need to take care of. You sell a house, it's got a whole bunch of paperwork. You got to shut down all the bills associated to that house and switch accounts and switch your address and, bank account information and whatever. But it feels like it's just like logistics to me. It's like, just do it and make a choice. Okay. I have an Empress. Treat yourself. Beautiful. Page of Cups. I'm going to say a little bit of, I know you love yourself, but it was almost a sense of I'm learning to love myself again. I'm learning to love myself more and to not just say, yeah, I love myself, but to really in my mind, the way I talk to myself, the way I treat myself, the way I look at myself, that I'm learning to love myself more. And I think that's something that all of us need to work on at any given time. I think that we all have that little voice in our head that says we could do better, or we could try harder, or we're not good enough, or something like that. But we want to stop those voices and when they happen, and we just want to kind of put them in their tracks and just say, that's not true. You know, I'm amazing. I can do whatever I want, right? So Aquarius, you always have this incredible sense of, I don't want to use the word achievement. That's not the right way to say it. You're going to do what you want. Okay. You have a mind of your own, would be a better way for me to say it. And nobody can hold you back, Spirit just said. So I think that that's what they want you to focus on. Okay. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back from what it is that you're trying to work on right now. And because Spirit knows that you can do it, whether they said that you can handle the responsibility, or that you have been called to do it, or that this is something that is going to make you happy ultimately. So it is very much a feeling of you have a mind of your own, and nobody can tell you what to do. And I think that that's your strength. I mean, that's your superpower. Is your, you know, it's almost a feeling of your superpower comes out of the closet, you know, like people go, wow, I didn't know you had that superpower. Look at you. You know, like this superpower is, your superpower is exposed. Okay, that would be a good way for me to say it, that whatever you have been holding back, whatever you've been holding in, whatever you have been wishing for and wanting, and you can see in your mind's eye that you could create, I feel like this superpower comes out and everybody goes, holy crap, like, how'd you do that? Like, that's amazing. So, but you knew all along you can do it. And but this is the switch, the turn of events, the change in you, the whatever. I don't know why it's going to be this year, but it wasn't last year. It's going to be this year. It's not going to be next year, you know? So you got a mind of your own. I like that. I like the superpower too. 6 of Cups. Maybe this is something you felt like you've always wanted to do. You always felt that you should be doing it. You're going to charge ahead, full speed ahead. Absolutely. Full speed. And it's connecting to abundance. It's going to create income. It's going to create wealth. It's going to create either financial, you know, some way to make you feel more financially secure. They did just say to me, pay down. Okay. So some of you could have some debt. They want you to pay down first. So maybe they're giving you the opportunity to create abundance so that you can, you know, take care of your debt. And then you can build from there. So maybe they're helping you out there. It's kind of like, you know, win-win, right? we're going to give you what you need, but we want you to take care of the past, and then we want you to save for the future. So it was a feeling of pay down is what they said to me. So pay down credit cards, pay down old debt, get something off your plate that's been hanging over you, that upsets you around money, pay off a car, you know, something along those lines. So before I end, I want you to think about a question that you want to ask Spirit going into 2025. You can pause the video for a moment if you want, and you can write down your question. Or just think of a question in your mind, like, Spirit, this is what I want for 2025, and I'm going to give you the answer. Okay. So think of your question, and let's see what your cards are saying. I have communicate clearly. I have abundance. And I have take action, which is perfect for my Aquarius. This is you. Look at the star, that whole energy of your superpower is exposed. I mean, I just loved that. So I can't wait to see what you achieve this year. I can't wait to hear about it. So let me know. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. How awesome. And I want to thank you all for being here. If you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. Comment, claim it, own it. It's yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website link below, KathyMamolen, psychicmedium.com. Have a great New Year's, everybody. We'll see you in the new year. Bye-bye.